So the next coin is going to be, whoa. Hello everybody, Christian from Treasure Town here, and today we bought this lot of 24 coins for $600. It's supposed to be a bunch of European silver, and I'm really excited to open it up. I saw a few coins, but not all of them, and so it's time to see, can we make our money back? And if it's 24 coins and it sells for 600, that's going to mean we need average value of 25 bucks to break even. And honestly, I've been buying a lot more for resale recently, so with fees that the platforms are going to incur, we're probably looking towards needing these to average to like 30 bucks if I'm going to make 5%, and hopefully we make a little bit more than that. So anyways, finally was able to get these coins open, but let's start. We'll start from this side and we'll just go coin by coin. So first up, we've got a Russian 10 rubles proof coin from 1979. There were tons of different Moscow 1980 Olympic themed coins, and so this was an old flip, 15 bucks. I think that that's probably going to be able to sell for more than $25, and I'll try to go along as I see it. But we have the Soviet Union, CCCP, rubles, hammer and sickle, and so pretty solid coin, but hoping that not all of these are going to be like the super modern versions. So the next coin is going to be, whoa, that is actually a really good coin. I think that this is like an 1820s or 1817 Russian 1 ruble, and it's very nice looking. It has, a good like worn circulated look that's still very appealing. So this is actually a phenomenal coin. I think that this would be worth a lot more than $30. Maybe I'm like getting that wrong, but I could see this thing going for like 70 bucks. And I'm not trying, these are all like off the top of my head. I actually only had one of these. It was 1821 and I haven't sold it yet. So it's still kind of with me. And the next coin is actually pretty good as well. It's a 5 lire, so it's like a crown size coin. They all look pretty similar from Europe at this point. But this is going to be, Carol the First from Romania. And, it's definitely, I think, better, and it's the sort of thing also that when I run auctions, I like to have great unique world silver coins, and so I very infrequently sell these, but it reminds me of like the 5 franc design or the Italian 5 lire. I wouldn't be shocked if it was a similar designer. After that, we're going to get is this Sao Tome and Principe or Portugal 50 escudo? So this is going to be, I was going to say, like on the other side of that $25 equation. I don't think that this is that expensive, though the rising silver price always surprises me. I would guess this is more like in the 15 to 20 range. 50 escudos though, 1969, with some kind of explorer. It looks like Vasco da Gama. So that's one that I should know from my history classes. Very solid. After that, we've got a 1933. Is this Queen Jadwiga? It is 10 zloty. I was going to say 10 zloty. I don't know if this one's uncirculated, but the Queen Jadwiga types are always pretty expensive, and I could see this one being pretty good. I don't know specifically what the value on this is going to be, but I'm feeling good about that. So I feel like that's a pretty good, like, getting back on track from the Portuguese one, which is going to be solidly under there. It's interesting to see the relative values. Like, so far when purchased, that Queen Jadwiga would have been the most expensive. This one probably is going to be more in like the 20 buck range at 1964. They're even saying, relatively the least valuable. We've seen a 1964 Norwegian 10 ore, and I think that this is like 40 or 60% silver. I think it's a little bit lower of a purity, but still nice looking world coin. After that, we're going to have a Queen Wilhelmina, who fled World War II during that period, 1930, 2.5 gulden, so 72% silver, and the Netherlands would make a lot of coins with U.S. mint marks, like P mint marks on there. I always thought that was kind of interesting. After that, I'm excited. I actually don't know what this type is. It's a 5 franc coin, and it's going to be a Luxembourg 1929 5 francs. Interesting. It looks like that says Charlotte Grande Duchesse of the Grand Duchess of Luxembourg. I haven't seen it too much. I've seen that obverse design, but I don't think this specific denomination. So pretty interesting. After that, we've got a 20 lire from Italy. Is this I've sold a few of these. It's like silver, but it might be silver plated. It's a little bit duplicate of a gold coin. It's an Italian Mussolini 1943 like fantasy metal or fantasy strike. So I think I've sold one of these in the past. Very nice artistry, and interesting to see, a leader that's that, he's not a good guy. So, a Mussolini coin. It looks like that's a nice crown size silver, 5 Lati from Latvia, 1931. I always think that these have a pretty cool obverse. So, yeah, nice. Looks like almost some grain. I've never noticed that detail on the bottom there, and I'm not sure who that is on the front of it, but these are pretty sought after. Nice world crowns. Always exciting to see them. And maybe this one's in better shape, though. Again, I don't know that the BU. I would call that one probably more like about uncirculated. So that one is decent. Here we've got a 1946 Romanian 100,000 lei. I think it's 70% silver. I think that it's slightly rarer as well. Nothing like super crazy, but a fun one, certainly adding to a lot of the world silver. I view something like this on the downside. Like, I feel like I haven't been blown away by the value so far outside of that sweet Russian coin. But I think there's been a fair amount under that $25 range. Like, I would estimate that if I sell this on Whatnot, it would go for like $20 to $22, though silver price again may have like been changing some of this calculus. But it's important from my view to like make the auctions interesting, have some cool material that I don't get in all the time. So that like factors in absolutely. Here we've got a nice 5 Lati again from 1931. I'm not going to spend too much time on that one, but that one is an older coin, a 5 Lire Regno d'Italia, 1869 Vittorio Emanuele, the second, and so I think the third is actually who, that ruling. That lineage is going to be very impactful in Italian coinage for a long time. So nice coin, even though it's a little worn. Loving the older type. And then here we've got a Swedish 5 kroner from 1935 G. I've actually not seen this type before, so I'm not sure if it's a rare one or not. But it is, the other coins have been valued at $25 from this collection. I would be pretty pleased, I think. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking at here. So there's some cool like Delaware Hudson 2 kroner commemoratives. Ooh, and we got a great coin after that. A very pleasing looking 1888 Spanish 5 pesetas coin. Super neat. Yeah, that says $10 there. I'm pretty pleased with this. It's a baby Alfonso the 13th Spanish ruling family. I'm not sure when Alfonso the 13th goes down, if he's the last in his lineage, because I can't think of an Alfonso the 14th on the coins, but it's got that classic Spanish, pillars. Big fan, 5 pesetas, and it's got pleasing eye appeal, which is important to me as well. And it looks like we got another one potentially of those 1935 5 kroners. This one has some interesting, looks like it was housed in a flip for a long time. After that, we've got a decent, probably, I don't know though, maybe it's a little earlier, 1923 Swiss 5 franc, should be 83.5% silver, and it's a large 5 franc coin, so I feel like most of the 5 francs that I've dealt with are like in the 60s, and I would be like, oh, not worth $25. But very cool. It's got kind of this herdsman look to it, and they have very similar consistent coinage designs for many years, so I always really like that about the Swiss coinage, that they don't change it up too much. I wouldn't want that to be my coinage, but it's kind of fun that somebody else did it. Ooh, and I'm seeing some good coins behind us, so let's see what we've got here. This first one looks like Yugoslavian 200 dinara from 1977. Maybe it's a 40th anniversary type, and I just have not seen this coin before either, so it's always thrilling. It'll be fun to inventory them at the end of the day, and it could be potentially a bit rarer silver. It also is kind of neat because it looks like there's some lettering there, but not like a just regular reeded edge. After that, we're going to get another very nice looking 5 peseta coin. This one is Alfonso the 13th, a 5 pesetas coin. Super nice. Again, I mean, that one actually has very solid eye appeal. It looks like also no longer a baby if we compare from earlier, the difference that 9 years makes. Now a young boy. Cool. The coin, that its condition is a lot stronger, as is this Alfonso the 12th, the presumed father of the previous Alfonso the 13th. This one probably cleaned a while ago, but has great eye appeal from like a, if you know, it's not going to be a coin that you're going to want to put in a holder, but it's a good looking piece of world silver. And then 2 more coins here. First off, 1897 Russian ruble, super cool. Don't get these in too frequently. Nicholas the Second. So that's very fun. He's got a solid beard, and here it's a little more muted, but very cool coin. And then last, 1980 Olympic swimming type, 5 rubles. This is a good complement to that 10 ruble coin, though probably gonna fall short of that like 25 to 30 buck target. I think the biggest coin here is gonna be, let's see, I'm almost positive it would be that Russian Empire, 1817, just because it's also in pretty decent condition. It's interesting how certain coins, get a lot of popularity over time and grow in value. Others may hold a bit more constant. But yeah, I feel like we did very solidly. I would say it's like, in coins, it's pretty unlikely. I feel like sometimes I'll film a hunt where I spend $1,000 and it's like, wow, I got 2,000 bucks of value. That's pretty rare. So I feel like this is more, okay, bought it from a dealer for 600 bucks, probably going to be able to sell for, I would guess, somewhere in the range of like 720 to 750. And then after some fees, make a few dollars, see some interesting coins and learn. I mean, I haven't traded a lot of these coins, so it'll be fun to inventory them and specifically like get a sense for exactly what I'm looking at, have a few more data points for the future. So I would call this hunt a success. Probably not a smashing success, but a very fun one nonetheless. Thank you so much for coming along on the ride with me. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to head on over to treasuretown.com and sign up for our email list to stay up to date on everything that's happening, whether it's auction updates, exciting new inventory drops, coin collecting news, or general informational resources. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on another one.